There's something different about the forest at night. The way it breathes, the way it listens, like it remembers every step you take, and waits for you to forget the path out. Tonight on Dark Horror Bytes, we bring you a chilling true story from a former park ranger in the American Midwest. What started as a routine patrol turned into a psychological descent into something ancient and impossible to explain. The story first surfaced in a closed wilderness incident forum for federal employees before it was removed. The original poster? Gone. But their story was archived. This is their account. I was a park ranger. What I found in the woods changed me forever. My name doesn't matter. Just know that I worked as a U.S. Forest Service ranger in redacted National Forest, somewhere in the Midwest. If I told you exactly where, you wouldn't believe it anyway. Not after what happened. I took the job because I loved solitude. The quiet. The green. I'd done tours in Alaska, Montana, even the Rockies. This particular forest? It was quiet. Too quiet. I was replacing a guy who just disappeared. They said he probably got lost in the canyons. Happens sometimes. But I read his file. He left a note in his ranger cabin. Something's wrong with the woods. The map changes. I thought he'd just cracked from the isolation. Then I started my first week. There's a section of trail known as Red Hollow Canyon, closed to the public. No signs. Not on the park map. First day out I was told, don't go near it after dark. Don't go near it alone. Don't go near it at all if you can help it. My supervisor, Roger, was blunt. A 62-year-old Vietnam vet who'd been stationed at the park for decades. He walked with a limp and kept a gun in his boot. The hollow doesn't follow the rules, he said once. It doesn't care about your compass. I laughed at the time. But by week 2 the laughter died. Dispatch radioed me at 2:04 a.m. Campfire spotted in restricted area. Trail 9. Red Hollow. That trail was supposed to be fenced off. I hiked out, flashlight in hand, Max, our bloodhound, at my side. No fire. But I smelled smoke. The air was thick with it. Like a match just struck. Max started whimpering, pulling away from the trail. Then he froze, staring at something in the trees. I turned the flashlight. There was a man. Pale. Barefoot. No pack. No shirt. Staring at me. Sir? I called. He turned and walked into the trees, silent. I tried to follow. 10 paces and I turned around. The trail behind me was gone. It took me 3 hours to get back. A hike that should have taken 20 minutes. My GPS was scrambled. The trees didn't match the map. I walked past the same mossy boulder 4 times. When I finally emerged from the woods, it was dawn. I found myself near the south entrance, 7 miles from where I started. Roger just looked at me when I got back. Red Hollow do that to you? I nodded. Don't go back, he said. Whatever's out there, it learns your steps. The next few weeks? Quiet. Until I found the footprints. Tiny. Child-sized. In the mud. Deep in the restricted zone. One set, barefoot. They stopped at the edge of a ravine. No fall. No drag marks. Like they vanished. That night, around 3 a.m., I heard a child's voice outside my ranger cabin. Hello? Can you help me? I grabbed my light, flung the door open. Nothing. Then I looked at the mud outside my door. Footprints. Small. Barefoot. No leading trail. Just the prints. Then gone. A week later I found it. In the old ranger's locker, still sealed. A folded piece of paper, yellowed and brittle. Titled, Night Shift Rules, Red Hollow Perimeter. If you hear a child after dark, do not respond. If your flashlight flickers 3 times, turn it off immediately. If the trail markers turn red, turn around. Do not photograph the ravine. If a copy of yourself approaches, shoot to kill. Leave the woods before 4 a.m. Do not accept gifts from anything in the trees. I thought it was a joke. A leftover prank. Until the next patrol. I was walking the perimeter at 3 a.m. when my flashlight flickered. Once, twice, 3 times. Rule 2. I turned it off. Pitch black. Then, footsteps. Heavy. Fast. Running toward me. I held my breath. The sound passed just inches from me. When I turned the light back on, there were 2 sets of footprints. Mine and something else. I got back to the cabin shaking. When I looked in the mirror to wash my face, someone else blinked. Same face. Same uniform. But it wasn't me. I started hearing things. Knocking. Whispering. Branches creaking when there was no wind. Then one night, near the ravine, something left me a gift. A dead bird. Its wings nailed open. Eyes missing. Atop it was a tooth. Human. I didn't touch it. Roger called it the offering. It wants to see if you'll take it. If you do, it'll follow you. I didn't sleep that night. Roger went missing during a thunderstorm. We found his cabin empty. Blood smeared on the inside of the window. Boot prints, his, leading straight into the ravine trail. I led the search. At dawn, we found his hat, hanging from a tree branch 20 feet high. Underneath it, the mud was black and bubbling. The air smelled like copper. Roger never came back. I stayed 1 more week. Then came the call. Multiple screams heard near Trail 9. I took Max, loaded the rifle. Hiked out. Found 3 hikers. Shaking. Barefoot. No IDs. They didn't speak. Just stared at me. When I radioed for help, the hikers mouthed my words before I said them. Then vanished. I turned around. And standing at the edge of the woods was Roger. Or something wearing him. Smiling. I quit the next day. Turned in my badge. The forest didn't try to stop me. But it didn't forget. Sometimes when I hike with friends, I see the red trail markers appear. Just for a second. And sometimes at night, I hear a voice outside my home window. A child's voice. Hello? Can you help me? Some wildernesses weren't meant to be explored. Some rules aren't posted on signs, but passed between those who survive. And some trails, they walk you back. If you ever hike in a remote forest and your map changes, and your compass spins, don't keep walking. Turn around, because something is waiting. And it learns your steps. Thanks for watching Dark Horror Bytes. If you like this story, hit that like button, subscribe for more horrifying true tales, and turn on the bell so you never miss a nightmare. Until next time, stay on the trail.